Good Saturday evening, folks, and thanks for tuning in to the channel. Anyway, let's do the progress video on the MPC 1973 Mercury Cougar XR-7. Now, the story behind this one, what made me want to do a yellow Cougar was when I was a kid in the late 80s, early 90s, my parents owned a 1973 Lincoln Continental Mark IV, and it was in a similar yellow, but instead of a brown leather top, it had a white leather top, and it had the oval window. It was a two-door, big-bodied car like this. So, and it had a 460 instead of a 351, which is what's in this one. So anyway, that's what inspired me to want to build this 73 Mercury Cougar. And yeah, and I'm really happy with the yellow that I picked. The yellow is a Rust-Oleum warm yellow with satin brown boots, vinyl top. And as you can see, the yellow came out very nice. And as you all know, originally when I painted this, I didn't shake the can well enough, and the paint didn't come out right. It came out flat, and it became real gritty looking, very bumpy. Kind of looked like texture for a textured ceiling is how it came out. And anyway, it ended up on the back here and on the passenger side. So I stripped it in some Purple Power, gave it 24 hours, and it stripped it right off clean. So yeah, so here, anyway, so I got it all painted, and as you can see, I nailed it pretty good. I'm very impressed with it. The coloring looks great. That warm yellow definitely is a good representation of the vintage yellow that they used back on those 70s cars. So I think it really captures the same yellow that 73 Lincoln Continental Mark IV was, from what I remember. So yeah, that's the body. And one complaint I have about this kit is the details on the body are very shallow, so it was really hard to detail them. So as you can see, the Cougar badging there, I didn't come out that great, but it is what it is. You know, you do your best. You can see the paneling on the bottom there. I painted that with the chrome marker. The little Cougar badge there on the back right there, I did it in the chrome, and then I took a red marker to detail it. Still got to do the handle and the keyhole there. You can see I got the window and the all the window and body trim done with the chrome marker as best as I could. It's kind of a thick tip, so yep. And there's the back. You can see the details there. I got the tail light assembly installed too, so cowls in black like it should be. And of course, there's the underside of the roof. Okay. And there's your hood detail there, and I did better on the Mercury logo there on the hood. So yeah, that's your hood. All right, it's the chassis here. Let me get the air cleaner off. I did use the 71 Mustang Mach 1 had a couple of air cleaner decals, so I went ahead and took one and put it on the air cleaner of this car, so for some added detail. Plus that's what they had on them. So let me start with the underside of the chassis here. Pretty basic chassis. There's your exhaust. I painted the fuel tank. There's your yellow shocks. Drive line is aluminum, just like the exhaust. Yeah, I'm gonna do some light dusting on the underside. You know, I mean, it's not gonna have any rust or anything. I want it to look pretty good, but it'll have normal dust on the bottom, so there'll be a little bit of weathering on the bottom there. On the tires, I did their BF Goodrich radial TA, I believe, and I picked out the lettering with some flat white paint there. Looked pretty good. The wheel covers I black washed, and I painted the very center of the hubcaps with a red marker. Saw that on a real one on eBay, actually. That's where I got the idea. Okay, tire just fell off. I got to glue them eventually. Yeah, so that's the chassis. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the engine real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's get the motor out. Okay. Alright, there's your 351 engine. That nice transmission. There's your exhaust manifolds. I might rust them a little bit, you know, but you know, the engine could use a little bit more detail, so I'm not completely done with it, but for the most part, you know, it looks really good. I painted the carburetor with a gold marker just to get it done there. There's your breather cap, or your breather there. Your distributor, I gave it a red distributor cap. I went with the what they call the custom fan belt and pulleys. It just looked better than the stock ones. I wanted it to look beefier, so that's what I did. It's got a nicer fan, and yep. So yeah, that's the motor, alternator. Not sure what this thing up top is. I don't know if that's it. Is that some kind of a pump or something? The instructions were very poor with this kit. They recently reissued this kit, by the way, so this one is the 90s reissue, as you saw on the box art there. So, and I think on one of my posts, you'll see that. So, yeah, a little bit of weathering will probably be done to this motor. All right, let's get on with the interior. The interior I did in the same satin brown boots. It's just got a leather brown interior. On the dash there, the dash came out pretty well. I used some nutmeg brown craft paint to represent the wood grain, and then you can see I painted the inside of the gauges there. And then I did the chrome rings with the silver marker there. And there's your center console, your pedals. I was trying to aim for the like they had back in the day, those pedals with the chrome on the outside. I liked that style of pedal from those older cars. Those are really neat. I thought they looked good. On the steering wheel here, I did the same thing. It's supposed to be like a wood grain, so I did the same with the craft paint to kind of represent that wood grain look. So yeah, the door panels on this kit are not too bad. They have the right amount of detail, so I detailed what I could here. But yeah, the interior came out really nice. I'm very happy with it. There's your back bench there. Yeah, for what it is, it's a pretty detailed interior. So in addition to that, there's your your core support with your radiator. Okay, and then something else I want. Oh yeah, so on the front end, I did mine just like the real one. Around between the grill and the headlights, and on the top of the bumper here, the real car that I'm replicating, it's just like all of them actually. It's body color, and that's what I did here. I just sprayed the warm yellow into my palette there outside, and then I just took a paintbrush and I just detailed it there. I was thinking about spraying it, but the masking tape doesn't hold very well, and you know, so I said, now I'll just hand paint those little details. No one's gonna notice the difference from afar. So I tried to black wash the grill the best I could. It just wasn't working, so I just took a black marker and just kind of colored it in. It's not too bad looking. I had better results right there behind the headlights. And then, of course, the orange marker I used to do the signals kind of wore off from holding it, so I'll have to redo that, but that's fine. The badge right there on top of the grill is actually a red color, so I took some red craft paint and I filled it in, just like the real deal there. So yeah, on the real cars, the top here of the grill actually is part of the hood assembly, and it comes up when the hood goes up. I was thinking about cutting it out and gluing it onto the hood, but you know, I would want a nice clean cut, and I don't think I could do that without messing it up. So I just decided against that, so didn't go that route. So yeah, that is, after all I went through, that is the pretty much the gist of this build. There's your side mirrors. I painted those yesterday. I still got to detail the fronts of them. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's your firewall and your inner fenders there. So the, like I said, I got to glue those tires in. One thing that's kind of bugging me is I noticed on this kit, when the body is down onto the chassis, I noticed that in the back here, it sits lower. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way that I'm going to remedy that to make it sit up a little higher like it should. So, yeah, there's some things to do on this one. I'm also kind of trying to figure out how I'm going when it comes time to for final assembly, getting the body down, where I'm going to glue it down, because there's no positive mounting points outside of gluing it on the firewall and inner fenders here. So yeah, we'll get that figured out. It's going to take a little time to get it all done, but it'll get there. Like I said, I'm happy with it. I know you guys will like it a lot. So yeah, that is the progress video for the MPC 1973 Mercury Cougar XR-7. Once I get this all done, we'll do the final reveal and then the slideshow, and then we'll move on to the other one I'm doing, the 71 Mustang Mach 1 by AMT. Until then, we'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.